So I was really excited when I heard tonight's topic. I couldn't wait to speak, even though I'm still kind of shaky and nervous up here. Illness. So my family was really devastated by illness when I was still fairly young. Cancer. 6 words, or 6 letters, I should say, that could cause so much, carry so much power and destruction with them. Just 6 little letters. When I was 13, my mother was diagnosed with breast cancer. She was 42 years old at the time. And she was a vibrant, fierce, fearless woman. She loved the outdoors. She wanted to be a park ranger when she was a kid. She grew our vegetables in our little garden. We lived in the city, and she had a little pot garden out in the back alley. And she married a black man in the mid-60s, this very genteel woman from upstate New York. So she wasn't afraid of anything, and she always lived life to the fullest. But after her diagnosis, she was never really the same. She had to go through, disfiguring mastectomy, which at the time there was no breast-sparing surgery. There was no thought to that. It was just, this is it. And she had positive lymph nodes at the time, which meant that the cancer had already spread, probably beyond where they could catch it. She went through chemo. She was sick all the time. She was tired all the time. She didn't have that vibrancy that she always had. And she couldn't go to my junior high graduation, and I couldn't understand why. I was just upset about it. Dude, are you kidding me? What? But she did her best with us for 18 months. She had my brother, who when she was diagnosed was 10. So she still had a lot of work to do, and she did it. She didn't complain. But a few weeks before my 15th birthday, she started to have a lot of pain, and 2 weeks after my 15th birthday, she went into the hospital. Cancer had spread. It was in her bones. And she was going in for a few tests. Maybe her numbers didn't look good, tried to get them under control. But she never made it out. She died 7 weeks later. And it just blasted our little family apart. I mean, we were all left with this big emptiness inside of us. And boy, it's the trajectory you have for your life is, even at 15, you kind of get an idea where you're going, and it just stops. You have to turn around and pick up the pieces and try to figure things out. And I really couldn't imagine how I was going to do that, how we were going to do that. And we all had these big holes in our heart. My father was bitter and angry. I mean, he was a great dad, and he raised us, and he did his best with us, but he was never the same after that. And our little family never really healed. The wound kind of gets closed up, but it never heals. So, but there hasn't been a day that's gone by that I haven't thought about my mother in the last, it's been 33 years. And, but I have started to heal a little bit. Losing her really propelled me forward to realize my dream of becoming a doctor. I mean, no kidding, I really wanted to be a doctor. I was a little kid. So that other families didn't have to go through what we went through. I thought in some measure I could maybe help to prevent it here and there. But when I really started to heal was when I became a mother. And I have 3 daughters, and in each one of them I see a piece of her. So now I realize all these years later that she still lives on in some way in all of them. And she's never really going to be gone. She's always going to be with us, even after I'm gone. She's going to carry on through traits I see in them, through a smile, or, the hair, or the attitude. So I'm not going to heal from this, but I'm on my way. I'm healing. And I can't ask more than that.